Hello and welcome to Revive and Prosper. In this game, we will play as a group of 6 mutants and their golem sidekicks, working to build a factory on a recovered Earth. These mutants are based on animal species, although they are fully bipedal, humanoid looking, I would say, beyond that, animal species direct attributes. And it is developed and published by Mystiqular. The game releases on December 5th, 2023, so just a couple of weeks from the release of this video. And I want to thank the developers and their PR team, Infernozilla, for reaching out and offering me a key to play this for you here on YouTube. So in this game, we will build a factory on a desolate but recovering Earth. Later will come the Moon and Mars as well, apparently. And we'll be making this largely out of wooden structures, as you can see, water wheels and wooden belts and things like that, because, well, that's what's available, is wood, is trees. Although there are metal components that we will get, as well as stone components as well. We're going to start out with wooden components and go from there. So let's just kind of jump in and take a look at the game and how it works. First of all, of course, there's a campaign. That's what we'll be starting. The first mission of the campaign serves as tutorial, and then there's also the sandbox map levels where you can kind of just build to your heart's content. In the settings, there's not a whole lot. Language must be defaulted to English. I didn't actually set it, but it looks like it can be set. And then video settings, of course, audio, and then quick list of hotkeys that is not configurable, at least not at this point. So I do not have all those hotkeys committed to memory, but luckily the first mission in the campaign will guide us along there. So as I mentioned, you can only play on Earth right now, but the Moon and Mars are in development. The game will, when it releases, by the way, in December, will release as an early access title, as far as I can tell, based on the Steam page. So here on Earth, we have a list of maps that we can play on in the campaign. Interesting Dry Valley is listed first, and it's kind of off to the side here. So I'm not sure what that means as different from the intro, but right now we can only play on the intro. I'm assuming the rest of these unlock as we continue. And I've already started on this level. And if you start on the level, even if you don't save, it is still doing an autosave. And if you click into it, it will still return you to the last autosave point. So we're going to use the restart button here to start it over again. Now, there is a little bit of an intro to this, a little bit of a cinematic of sorts. So we're going to play that. It is a little bit louder, maybe about as well. Maybe it's okay. We're gonna play that cinematic and see what the storyline, the background is of the game.
Once upon a time, humans inhabited the Earth. After the humans, the land started to heal, and the other creatures got their chance. Their momentary blink in the stream of eternal time. A chance to make a difference. Will they make it? Will they create the paradise they imagine? Or will it be another hell?
Just brief. I thought there was more to it, but I guess there's not. So our initial character here is Salvatore Goto. What a Monday. Hey boss, yeah, you. Behind the keyboard. Yes, you. Get me over that rift. Okay, so you start out just a very basic map, and actually I think, if I remember correctly from my quick test game, the map kind of expands and grows as you unlock more of it, or as you pass through more of it. So these kind of odd-looking symbols here on the ground are tips, so you can click on them to understand how to do different things. So we can click the train icon, click on the train to lower it or to dig stairs. We can also use the soil digging tools, either the shovel here or in the hammer, which we will do in a little bit. And then you can also build the stairs. So we can either just close the tip, which means it stays here, so we can review it later, or we can clear it from the map. I think I'm going to leave it alone for right now. And so we can click on this and dig stairs, and then you can see that Salvatore Goto goes immediately to work digging out those stairs. In the meantime, we can also click on some of these other tips here. You can also get across a gap by building platforms. You need some wood, then select a platform from the build menu. Note there are 2 versions of the platform. Okay, and then this tip over here, to build anything in the game, you will need 1 or more resources. The most basic resources are wood, soil, and stone. It is simple to get wood. Just find some trees and cut them down. You can cut down a tree from the tree details, or you can use the tree cutting tool. Okay, so we can click on the tree as it says, and then that's not the tree, that's the soil, and then harvest it, or we can use the harvest tool here to chop the other tree there too. Is that a rock? Looks like some kind of resource. Maybe it's this. Oh, it's the soil that he dug out. Right. So we're building this thing here. We need to build more. So we'll build platform, and there's a 1 by 1 by 1 and a 1 by 1 by 2 here. So we'll do the 1 by 1 by 2, and he'll bring that wood for us to do so. And then you can run across and opens up more of the map. Hey, bro, what are you doing here? Bro, I'm lost and I'm starving. Yeah, me too. Hey, boss, we need something to eat something. What about a carrot? Or a fish? I definitely prefer a fish. And we should drink something. A cup of cold water would be great. In this game, you'll play more than one character. Each character is different. Some prefer working in the garden, others will prefer building. You can see each other's preferences when you click on them and switch to their bonuses tab. The idea is that, rather than control the characters directly, you plan what they will work on, such as construction, digging, planting, etc. The characters then do the work themselves. You can control priorities for each character in the priorities window. Simply drag from right to left to make priorities more important. Stars indicate potential bonus, to make it easier for you to choose. Though you do not control the characters directly, there are a few tools to help you micromanage their actions. You can pause characters. You can send characters to a specific location. You can drop a character's backpack, and you can assign characters to specific jobs. So we'll keep that tip alive as well, just in case for later. Is that this one? No. Seeds. If you want to plant anything, you need seeds. Most of the vegetables require seeds. Once you have seeds, you can plant. When you're planting, you can decide if you are planting for growth or for seed production. When you click on a vegetable or tree, you can see the growth process, and after that, the seed production process. For most of the vegetables, you can change whether you want it to produce seeds or not. There are exceptions, like corn, where the corn itself is the seed for more corn. Trees don't need to be harvested for seeds, they spread themselves. All right, so you can wait with harvest for seeds. Gotcha, so there's a bunch of bits there. Let's continue along here. Terrain modification. The basic element of the game is terrain modification. You can modify the terrain in 2 ways. Click on the terrain and select lower terrain. Okay, we already saw some of this. Or use the soil digging tools. By digging, you can make more game areas accessible, or you can control the flow of water. Okay, up here. One of the main elements in the game is water. If you have water, you have life. Water increases the moisture levels of the surrounding soil, which allows grass, trees, and vegetables to grow. You can control water in a few ways. One of them is to build dams and floodgates. The nice thing about floodgates is that you can open and close them as you want. So here we have a 1 by 1 by 3 height floodgate, and you can change the height of it. And so the height is divided into tenths of the block height. All right, so we're kind of here. Our objective now is to not that yet. That's the overall objective. Is to probably feed them. We can harvest some of these carrots for automatic. Let's see, cut down. Automatic cut down and replant. Maybe that's the better option. So we can harvest some of those carrots. Oh, I see. We actually did too much. Okay, no problem. And then we can also adjust the height of this gate here, this floodgate, to let some water flow out, and to kind of fill in this river channel a little bit. Now, I've only lowered it down to 20, which is the second block height. If we decide we want it to flow this way, we might want more, but that seems like it might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. We also need, though, to edit some of this terrain here. So we might want to remove this entire block, lower that terrain. And we can also look at our building tools here. So for another early thing we have here is a pump. we could build that. I don't know where we build it. Floor storage, wooden storage, plank factories, wooden products, fireplace, fishing spot. Didn't the reptile want... Yeah, but it's got to be built over here. Or maybe it's got to be built that way. That way. Okay, let's also build another one of these platforms. I know we need that. So platform here, 1 by 1 by 2. We probably don't have any wood, so let's cut down a couple of these trees. These are dead trees, by the way, so it's okay to cut them down. We don't have to worry about any issues with that. It's all carrots. It's all carrots. So maybe we should do a fishing spot. Maybe we should... Well, actually, let's see here. Okay, we open up another little bit of land here. So yeah, maybe we should do a fishing spot. Maybe we should do something else. Let's lower this floodgate down so we can flood this in. And actually, we already have here a manual well. Okay. And so maybe we do... Oh, the manual well requires planks. And most work is done inside factories. Your characters need to drink water. You need to build a factory next to a water stream where they can pump water, then drink it when they are thirsty. To build a water well, you need planks. They are created at a different factory, the manual sawing station. It produces planks, which are a key element to many other buildings. Just don't forget to select what the factory should produce in the right panel. Once you select what to produce, you will see all the required materials. It's also visible as a tooltip when you point your mouse on the production. So we can see here this. Well, we don't have any wood left. Let's chop some more trees. Although I think, based on what I played earlier, that they won't produce something unless it's actually needed. But I could be wrong in terms of needed for construction otherwise. But I could be wrong. It may be. Yeah, it looks like they're producing all the planks. Okay. Or maybe it stops... Oh, it stops at 10. Right, because it's set here at 10. Okay, so it'll produce until there's 10 in storage. Gotcha. Let's set up a... warnings. No production selected. Yeah, we know. That's fine. Let's build that fishing spot. Maybe right here next to or nearby the watering hole, the pump. Let's take a look at what those look like separately here, just to kind of see. Can't build on top of a dead tree. Yeah. Okay. I see how it goes. It has to be right on the edge, like that. Kind of overlapping a bit. Alright, so now someone will be fishing while the other person was working on sawing logs. And we need to get over here. So we probably need to build another bit of bridge. We can do that, again, with more of the platforms. Although I think I saw a bridge. Wooden products? No. Maybe we don't have it yet. Yeah, we don't have it yet. Plant trees. Okay, so let's just build these platforms. This is only one height, so let's knock it down to height level 1. We'll build 2 of those there. These just take wood, not planks, so we want to make sure that they have enough wood to build both of them with. So I'm just going to chop down a few trees. Each tree is producing 6. These only need 4 apiece, so I didn't need to chop that many trees, but that's okay. We also have rock over here we can harvest. And these are actual living trees, mature poplar trees. We could actually lower this gate as well, I suppose. Just for no reason, really. Because it should have already flooded down that far. You have 1 wood in the backpack. Oh, that must have been all you needed. Okay. That explains. And so then somebody should walk over here, ideally. And they should also tell me whether they're hungry or not, dehydrated or not, or tired or not. There in their details. Good morning. We didn't expect to see you here. Hi, boys. I'm just thinking about how to make this thing move itself. That would be handy. Woo! Looks like there's a lot of work ahead of us. I think I have an idea. We can use the power of wind and water to make these things move. Let me play with that. All right. So she is Roberta Owlers. By the way, Frederick Cragino is the second, the reptilian that we picked up. So we have a wooden storage here. This stores planks, or is set to store planks, I should say. There's lots of planks in there. And then we have a workshop here that is endlessly producing belts and wooden mechanisms, or it's able to endlessly produce. No, they're currently endlessly producing wooden mechanisms and belts. Okay. And I'm assuming that's what's needed for this. Wood, planks, wooden mechanisms. Planks and wooden mechanisms, belts. Yeah, so it must be still based on demand. Let's see what these tooltips say. Automation. This is where the real fun starts. You have only a limited amount of characters per map, and to do all the work manually would take an enormous amount of time. So you can automate. The first element of automation is belts. They will move items around. Belts need to be powered by torque. They are able to transfer the torque between each other and between the storage and factories, but at least one will need to be connected to a torque source. The most basic source of torque is a windmill, and you will need and you will need some storage that can place items on the belt, yellow arrow. Belts can insert resources into slots that have gray arrows. Hey, over here! I see you guys are quite busy. Let me help you. These are my golems. Golems? What are they? I just found this building. Here, you can spawn your own golem who will do your work for you. Spawn a golem? There's no scientific background for that. This can't possibly work. Who cares? If they want work for me while I'm fishing, I'm happy. Right? I just noticed they survived only 2 days, and I need to eat more when they work for me. But that's a small price, I guess. Hey, boss. I want my golem, and I want it now. Fine, use your golems, but let me do some research so I can invent more technology for us. Boss, let me show you. Okay, and I want to make sure we finish this here before we moved on. So, Aaron Bohr is making a golem out of soil and wood, which is a sand golem. And we can click on this, but I wanted to wait and see if something else pops up first. Now, new golem of Mrs. Owlers has been spawned. Okay. And here we have storage is essential for the game. It defines where to place items and which items to place, giving you basic organization. The most basic is simple storage. It has a small capacity, but you don't need to build it. It's simply a marked spot on the floor. To control what you want in storage, simply click on the filter, then select what type of item you want in the storage. Okay. So this is an automated storage. So I don't know why it's pointed there. Weird. But it's set up for planks. This is a mechanical saw. It takes in wood and outputs planks. And this is an automated storage that takes in wood. So they are going to have to manually deliver wood to this. And then this will make planks for us automatically. Over here at the golem, manual work is always a limiting force. But there's a solution for that. Golems. Each character can spawn one golem at the golem factory. Once the golem is spawned, it will survive only for 48 hours unless it recharges by biomass produced in the Steel Age. Also, the owner of the golem has to eat twice as much food as the golem is still feeding on its energy. Don't hesitate and spawn golems as soon as you can. They will help you a lot. Okay, so it looks like they're working on spawning their own golems now. This manual sawing station is still set to produce 10 planks. Can we set a different... We can set different recipes here. Because we may not want... No, that tells us what planks are used for. It tells us what wood is used for. Okay. We can harvest some more wood, though, probably. Let's just use the harvest tool, because we might want a few more of them picked up. We'll pick those, and then those can be delivered over here to be run through the mechanical saw. We need to get somebody up here, though. What is this? Wood storage. Okay, so they're going to store a bunch of wood pieces in there. We have soil storage over here, so they'll store all that. So they're probably running around now and picking up, like, that soil we left way back there. The soil we left here when we leveled this. Oh, we could probably level this one even now. Actually, why is it not giving me the option to? Maybe we can't edit that one, part of the tutorial kind of thing. We can also harvest this stone, although I don't know what we use stone for yet. And then there's a ravine down there with a bunch of stones in it. Or rocks in it. Okay, so we could build a staircase up here. We could do... Probably need to do a wooden staircase here, because the soil stairs, you'd have to edit the piece of terrain, and I don't know that we want to do that. So why don't we just do this here, right there. And that takes 2 planks, so we'll come and get those 2 planks from somewhere, and they'll deliver that over here. Mr. Krakino's golem has been spawned. So we have 4 golems now, and some of them are bored. We're still making those things. I guess this is just the things you can make. You just have to check the boxes. So planks is the only thing you can make at the manual sawing station, which does make some sense. And same thing goes here. No, we can. Yep, we can do 2 things there too. Okay. This is set to deliver and pick up, as is that. We could change this. Oh, hey, over here. We got trapped here. Ladies, let me help. Starting to get quite crowded over here. I like having golems work for me, but this is too many mutants in one place. I hear you, brother, but I think we will need all the help we can get to build our paradise. Paradise? What's that? Think about it as a place with lots of fish. Ah, paradise. Boss, we need to get there. Not a very tempting idea. And carrots, too, of course. That sounds better. How do we get to that place? We found those teleporters can take us further. We were close to getting into that one before we fell in this hole. Teleporters? At least that's something scientific. You might not know, but this land used to be inhabited by beings called humans. I think they built all of that. I agree. Let's move to that teleporter. But let's make some food first. We don't know what will be on the other side. Okay, group, let's go. That's a teleporter. So this is where we get down to this. The portal here, 40 iron, 20 carrot seeds, and 20 corn need to be delivered to here. Catapult automated storage. Interesting. So I guess this is where I can demand whatever. Each level has different objectives to complete. You can see them by clicking on the exit portal or the top right corner of the screen if no object is selected. At this level, you need to forge some iron from the iron ore at the furnace. There are multiple solutions how you can do that. Let's play. So you can see that here. So we want to eventually set this to demand maybe some of the carrot seeds. 20 carrot seeds we could do. Probably, or close to it. That's cabbage seeds. Carrot seeds. We can bring those in. And meanwhile, the water we have here could be adjusted somehow. Oh yes, it could be. Let's do this. I think we want to probably edit this land here to let the water flow through here, and then to let it flow past here and into this area. I think. So we should probably work on that. We're also working on setting up some of these machines. So you have a catapult here. So that'll be the target. That'll target the storage we were looking at earlier. This is a wooden mechanism producer. Also to produce belts, barrels, and dam components. We have over here the planks. So this will be automated from wood to planks to those components, I guess, all the way down. Run by a water mill. We have over here, what are they doing now? Napping? Oh, this must be their shelter. It is. It's a shed. So they can sleep in the shed. Nice. And then here we have fireplaces, so we can do some cooking. Carrot storage here. Drinking well here. We're still presumably fishing there. Looks like we might be. And so we'll just kind of let them keep working on building those few things. But we also should let that water free, I think. Oh, up here. The ground sometimes hides more resources. It can be iron, copper, coal, and more. By harvesting iron ore and processing it at a furnace, you will unlock the Iron Age. Before iron, you were at the Wooden Age, but now you are progressing. You can process iron ore in a small furnace into an iron ingot. With iron, you can start to automate even more, as it's an essential resource for many different factories and upgrades. But that's not all. You can move into the Steel Age, where even more automation is possible, and then there are new ages. Alright, so we have here a torque digging wheel, so it's going to need 150 torque applied to it. I'm guessing we'll have to put a windmill on that, and then we also have coal here that we can dig into. So yeah, let's edit some of this ground here. Let's see, lower this terrain. And then we'll have to do one at a time so that we don't, get ourselves stuck Although I think they can walk across. Yeah, they can walk across down here. So they won't get stuck on one side or the other. And you can see even here that as they dig it out, it lowers by a little bit each time they dig. Of course, they walked away then. Of course they did. And we also need to get Samantha Foxy and Barbara Froggo out of this pit. So maybe we should actually do that first. Let's do that. And then that. And then, oops, nope, not soil. Wooden stairs. Here, there, and there. And because we can't dig at this rock. As far as I could tell, at least in my test, we can't actually select it to dig into it at all. It's kind of like the base material there. So we'll have to let that get built. It looks like they are able to reach down to it and target it. Yeah, it looks like one of the golems is working on that. Here's little benches. Oh, nice. We've got the water moving now. Let's dig this out as well. And in the meantime, we can also potentially build another platform here. So that we can still cross there, but it'll just be an open platform rather than being a dirt. And then that'll fill this in, and then we can open up those floodgates. Or rather, the water has come high enough that it went over top of the half-height floodgates. And so then we have water flowing. And you can see this water wheel here is moving even, which means that it is powering this liquid pump so that we can get automatic water rather than having to use the manual pump, which is good. Or automated pump, rather. This will take in iron, and we'll fling that at, I guess, at that storage. So maybe we don't need to select this. Maybe we can just select it as anything. Yeah, let's leave it at anything. Some onions here. Some corn here. So we'll get to harvest those when we can get across here. We'll just have to build to get across. We have a bunch of different types of trees. Some birches. There's the poplars again. More birches. Maybe there's only two types of trees. Now here's spruce. Showed us at least a few different types here. Birch, poplar, spruce, and willow. Up here's willows. Okay. So 4 different types of trees. Let's continue digging. And building. Just to open this all up. And I think we can also lower this terrain here too. Just open it up 4 tiles wide. I think that's fine. How's it going over here, y'all? Oh, they've built the first set here. And then they'll work their way down to the second step. And once we have those 2 rescued, then we'll have 6 people and 6 golems. So we'll have a lot more work able to be done. But we might actually need to harvest some more trees. Where are we at with wood? Yeah, we might be out of wood. Let's do some harvest tasks too. Oh, I don't know where we're at with planks either. Let's see. This stores the planks. Yeah, there's nothing in there. You need planks to make belts, of course. And there's no wood in there, and there's no planks in there. So yeah, we need more of this stuff harvested to keep going. They've built a lot of this stuff, and they've used up all of our wood resources. There we go. They are still making here too, which we might want to just turn this off. We could pause it and let the automation do it. That might be smarter. Might be. And they're dropping off wood here in the wooden storage, or the wood storage. Let's trim a few more of these dead trees. Definitely want to do the dead trees before we do any of the living trees. It just seems the right thing. Is there a little bush down there by the waterfront? There's a spruce tree that's growing. Okay. And as the game said earlier, the plants do propagate themselves, so we don't have to worry about... the trees, rather, propagate themselves. So we don't have to worry about planting new trees. We'll get more out of the deal. There's a willow up there, too. Here's a bunch of poplars that are growing as well. That one, it's marked. Okay. Just got to let them do their work. Can you set like a priority? Power in the network is too low. Okay. Which network? Because there's variety of power systems here. Like this one, wind power here, you can see it going up and down. Maybe that's what it's talking about. You need power. Yeah. Okay, so it's running suboptimally because the network doesn't have as much power. That's fine. We can also dig this stuff manually. Maybe we want to do that. I might have missed that earlier. I think I did. Build this. Wonder if lowering this anymore makes that much of a difference or not. Like if I go down to 10. Oh yeah. Wonder if the lilies on the water mean anything? Don't know. You see the water flowing a little bit there? Kind of nice. Little visual. Oh yeah, we can set priority here. Top priority on that and this. Just so that we get those done first. We can rescue those people so that we can get more work done. There's a fast forward button here too. No, there is no fast forward. But why? Well, in this game there is no danger. Your characters won't die, and it's actually hard to fail at the goal. The main indicator of your success is time. If you feel you're getting bored and waiting too much, then there may be something you're not doing in the most optimal way. Hey, that's us. Everything except construction can be automated. Make sure you have golems spawned. Make sure you're using automation to its full potential. All factories can be automated. To automate wood and food production, use trains. They're so much fun, too. The game is designed so there's always something to do. Plan, add new buildings, optimize production, conquer more space, and so on. If, after that, you, as our player, still insist that we add a fast-forward option, then we have failed at the above and we will add it. The game is still under development, right? Join our Discord server, become a part of our community, and you can influence the development of the game. But if you, as our player, still insist, we will add fast-forward, then we fail and we will add it. Okay. Alright, they're working on this now. That's good. This is a decomposing golem of Mrs. Owlers. Aaron Bohr is hungry. What do you eat? What will you eat? Do we know what you will eat? I mean, we should have plenty of carrots, because we planted them for regrowth. And they are selected to automatic. We could, though, rebuild that fourth one that was here that I accidentally removed. If I can figure out how to do it. And one of the golems just dismantled. Do I just do that? Yeah, but it looks like it's in a thing. I don't know. Wait with harvest for seeds. Does that mean that they won't harvest it? Yeah, they're not harvesting because they're waiting for seeding. But up here it shows us the seeds we have. We have 80 carrot seeds. So I think if we leave 2 of them for seeds and 2 of them for food, we'll probably be good. Oh, see, it's growing 400 seeds. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need more than that, I wouldn't think. Okay, they got out. We haven't seen a need for stones yet, but maybe. Let's see what we got going on over here. Planks being produced. We need plank storage. And then this needs 2 planks. There's one right there. Golem and Mr. Goto dismantled. Yeah, they're going to all start dismantling now because it's been 2 days. And this is going to make... Oh, we don't have a thing for it to make. Let's make, I don't know, wooden mechanisms. There it goes. That's what we needed. You're still fishing up there. So yeah, I don't think we need to do this anymore. I think we can pause this. And we can probably even pause this, although we probably need to automate some of these other things first. First. You need stone. Oh, you do need stone. Okay, let's harvest some of that then. Do we have a stone storage by chance? Let's see. Pens, wood walls, wood walls. Catapult storage, pumps, liquid distribution, liquid containers, and sedimentation machine. Windmill, watermill, torque rod, floor storage, wooden belt, belt pusher, automated storage, plank factories, wooden products, furnaces, and torque digging wheel. Beds, fireplace. These are fireplaces, I assume, right? Yes. One of them is made set up for carrot soup. Two of them, oh, three of them are all made for carrot soup. Maybe we should do one of these making fish broth instead. Although you haven't sliced the fish yet, so maybe not. Go back to carrot soup for now. How do we slice the fish? It's a great question. Oh, fishing spot does produce the sliced fish. So we should be able to do one of these as a fish broth factory. Oh, we don't have onions yet. Right. Okay, leave it at carrot soup until we get some more vegetables. We do have carrot, spruce. Those are all tree seeds. Okay. We have 4 sliced fish, wood, soil, and stone, planks, bones, wooden mechanisms, and then water. We should probably also set up the automation of other things besides wooden mechanisms. I guess we have to do that in the same way. I would like to experiment a little bit with some of this, like, what does the belt pusher do? It's different from the storage. And the belt itself. And also, what about other storages? We could just do the floor storage and just say, hey, let's store some things here. And we can set this to, okay, they're going to put stone there. We'll set that to stone. This one, no, I don't want you putting stone everywhere. Well, what about, let's see, wooden mechanism? And here we can have a storage for barrels. I remember seeing barrels. We need to empty this out, though. Did that delete those? It's hard to say. I'll set it to none. Yeah, I think it destroyed them. Okay. Let's see. We're set to shoot anything that comes through this way. Destination number 2 goes up there. Okay. But we can also build our pathways and start digging out this. We need some power up here, so maybe we do some windmills. I think it said it had to be next to it, so that may mean we have to do this up here. See how that goes. But we could also dig some out manually, just to test it. We can test out the coal as well. You should be able to get across up there. Eventually I should square that off too, I think, maybe. Maybe not. You're pumping water. What else do we have that we could try out? That's the torque digging wheel. The furnace, right. We need to have a small furnace which produces iron, copper, ingots, bricks, and glass. That's what we want. Eventually this will be automated, I guess. So we should probably prepare it for that somehow, like this maybe. And we'll see what that looks like. Stone and wooden mechanisms. Okay, we'll go get some of those. Don't know how that's going to work as far as automation goes, but we can test it out. How are we doing on wood? Should we chop down some trees? Okay, like 9 wood. 10 planks. I probably should chop down some trees. Let's do that. Spruce here, there, birch. Sure, I can chop one that I can get to. We could also chop down those poplars over there too, I suppose. We can get across here too, so we could chop some of these. Oh, you can do a block select. That's good. I don't know why it's not letting me select those. We'll do it this way. And then we can build a path across here too, because we're going to need to get over there eventually anyway. Let's do that. You, and... Nope, that's not the right button. There we go. Get across there. There's water coming out of that. I think I'll do... Oh, I can't lower there. I guess I have to lower and then put stairs in, I guess. Okay, let's take a look at this. We want this to make iron. It needs coal and iron to make iron ingots. One of each to make 4 units of iron. By mining 1 block, we mined out 5 and 3. That's 8. We have some coal over here. You're running to get that. Good. There's 11 there. There might be more than 8. Maybe there's 11 of that too. I don't know. Yeah, there's some here sitting on the ground. So there probably was... that's 4, so 12 of those, I guess. Okay, we built across here. And then I'd like to build here as well. Let's lower this terrain. And this terrain, eventually when we get there. But we also need to build some stairs here. I think we can just build soil stairs. Like this. And then they'll go and get the dirt from the soil storage over here. And they'll bring it in and build with it. Oh, they made it down the ramp. Okay, we guess we don't need to have stairs. You can go down this sloped land. I guess I should have noticed that. Platform 1 by 1. No, 2 by 2 on these ones. Or 1 by 2, rather. No, not even that. That's okay. Do that, and then we'll put a 1 by 1 by 1 on top of them. That'll give us a 3 height platform. Since I don't see a 3 height here, there's only the 1 heights and the 2 heights. So let's have to deal with it. I wonder... I don't know, this is connected by whatever this torque rod is. So, was this connected by a torque rod as well? It says no torque. Power. How do we build the torque rod? Is that... Oh, torque rod. Duh. How do those connect into there? And into that? Do they actually connect at logical points? Or is it just a thing? We'll see when they bring 1 wood over to us. For now, though, we can at least make the iron... Oh, it needs torque as well? Must. Okay. I'm going to set it a little bit away. Yeah, I'm not sure how that torque thing works, after all. But we'll test it out. That in there too. See what happens. I'm going to take a look at this again. Maybe we can figure it out a little bit better. So this is just like adjacent to the side, or it's coming out of the ground. And going into the ground. And you... You're just adjacent. You don't have any torque rod. What about this one over here? The belt's past the torque, I think, is what I read. So, I don't know. But this is saying that that's not good enough. There's no torque here. Shift, Control R. Rotate. Oh, I see there's little connectors down there. Alt? No. And then this thing's connectors are up there. But how do I make it go vertical? Oh, right there. Duh. Okay, so in that case, I want to move this. I'm going to take it down and move it. We'll put it over here, and then we'll do horizontal. Over there. Let's take this down. Delete. Delete. We probably... Oh, no, we get to keep the items. That's good, too. Another windmill over here. And then let's do torque rods. Excuse me. There. And here. See how that works. If it works any better. It's not going to be enough torque because this only produces 80 at most, and this needs 150, but it should still run even at lower efficiency. And then we also need to figure this part out, which now we know how torque rods work. We can try it. Vertical point there, vertical point there. Build away. Somebody run and go get some stuff. Although we need wood. Let's cut down some of these poplars over here. Harvest. Like that. I know these ones are the older ones, so they're the ones that are going to be fully grown. Growing seeds. 5 wood versus these only have 3 or 2 or 1 wood. So, yeah. It's interesting that you can't force them to plant trees, though. Or can I guess you can. Can you just do... Oh, yeah. You can just do this. And this is green, fertile ground, so we can grow a bunch of poplars there. And maybe we can grow some more trees over here, too. Do they have different, like, growth times or anything like that? Yes-ish. Just grow a bunch of. And they should be able to process all of that stuff. Excellent. All the stone laying around. Guess I should have done that a little bit smarter, but hey, what are you going to do? What do I know? Just a couple more torque rods here, and this will be ready to go, I think. I'd like to get this started up this episode. There they go. Golem is working. Torque rod is torquing. There we go. We've got iron being made. Excellent. And then hopefully we'll be able to automate this as well once we get a little bit more wood in here. And the torque rods are also wood, so wood as well. And then we can also build another one of these torque digging wheels over here at the coal, and that should hopefully let us automate the coal. And then we just need to figure out how to plug those things into these different points on the building here. I'm guessing maybe... I don't know, does it matter which item goes into which spot? Help, maybe? Small furnace, coal, iron, copper, clay, sand, blah, blah, blah. Construction, production. Let's see. Alright, so torque is a power source and coal is a fuel. Coal can be mined. It's a resource. You can create it from wood inside the kiln. Iron ore can be mined on the map manually and later even with some automatic tools. Okay, and then the kiln is for making coal. Okay, but it doesn't say which place to connect which resource. I would guess that one of them goes in the top and one of them goes in the bottom. Maybe coal in the bottom and iron in the top? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts if you have any ideas in the chat or in the comments, or come to my Discord. But at least we have some manual iron being made, and we have 12 of it specifically now, and which means we can't actually store any of it, which is kind of a bummer. But we should be able to take it in here. Oh, this needs power. We'll have to get this set up with power in the next episode, and then we can start catapulting iron toward the portal to get the 40 iron in. We're also working on this bridge, so we'll get that done soon as well, hopefully. But until then, until the next episode, we will leave this go for here, or leave this go here for now, and we'll come back in that next episode and figure out what the next steps are to continue our progress here, and get to the end of this map. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.